Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. This time, we're going to talk to this guy, Tom. Tom, my kitten Mittens ran away. Tell me if you see him. Sure, why not? And for this, we have to run. And she comes out again, whatever. Go over here, and we have to go back to the initial screen that we were at. The one that, not the initial one, but the one where I went back into that little circle, square thing by the gate. I guess I didn't show off that it was a gate, but anyway, we can go back there. That exclamation mark just triggers looking at the sign for the pub, which is not important. And go back here. We can find, here's a kitty. Hey kitty. And for whatever reason, we had to run all the way over here. He followed us. And in order to get a reward, we have to go all the way back. So that's no fun at all. But while I'm here, I might as well show this off. Hurry up, let me move. Thank you. Alright. This gate leads outside. Try and go outside. And it just won't let you. It's blocking it off. Think. Yeah. Yeah. Can't do anything with that. But anyway, that's where the gate is for future reference. Later on, when you enter the city, you'll be able to enter via that method. And I'll just run back, and I'll cut to talking to that kid again. And we're back, and talk to the kitty, says meow, and we get a bomb card, which is completely pointless, but oh well. We picked it up, and that's what we wanted to do, so let's go back this way now. We'll hit up the center square and see if we can get our ticket looked at like we were trying to do last time. Alright, or we were told to do last time. I didn't actually go to do it, but anyway, Ticketmaster. Let's see. Let's find out some more information about this world. We find out that I want to be a canary. What kind of troop is Thames? Performers from Lindblom, which is another castle to the west. And I don't know who that guy is at the bottom. Meh, whatever. Not important in the story of the game. Anyway, this play is a romance between a noble and a peasant. When have we heard that before? Tell me about Alexandria. Ruled by the Queen Bran. And who is she? She has a beautiful daughter. You notice how they mention nothing about her. That's kind of important. Who's Princess Garnet? It's her 16th birthday. Tell me more about her. Beautiful princess, and everyone loves her. Is she really that pretty? Talked about Queen Bran. We've heard strange things about her recently, and now we can just show the ticket. Show the ticket to this guy. Something odd about the ticket. Hey, wait. Another fake! And we even got the failed piano chord thing, which is funny. Anyway, he'll give me these, which are some more useless cards, and tells us to talk to Alleyway Jack to learn how to play cards. Yeah, so in order to advance the plot, you have to go over here again. And yes, he's going to fall flat on his face. And he's going to do that a lot in this game. If you don't know who this character is right now, you know, you don't really understand how polarizing this character seems to be. Everyone who plays this game seems to just love the hell out of this character. And it's easy to see why. He's a very intriguing character, and he's an easy character to adapt to and to want to see do well. And you'll see that over the first 10 hours of the game. By about that point, you'll probably, even if you've never played the game, you'll understand why this character is the way he is, and how interesting it will be to follow his tale and to find out how he's going to turn out. And we could ask him if he's Alleyway Jack. It's not a fake. And yeah, it's a fake. And we've already introduced slavery. That's just great. And since the only way to advance the plot is to become a slave, yay! And yeah, we're gonna stand guard while this guy steals something. It's clear. Go. And he's gonna pick up the ladder, and would have been funny if he knocked the guy over. This guy here is Alleyway Jack. And, oops, I went through that a little too fast. If you just let him walk by, he will steal gold from you, or gil, whatever. And, yeah, I don't know how to play, so yeah. Now, he's going to take us back to the pub, or the bar, or whatever it is. And he'll explain the basics of the game. And, yeah, use square to initiate. I'm not going to go over this because it's pointless. When it comes time to play cards, I'll explain it in an easier way than he will, hopefully. And if we want to know his real name, I'll have to get better. Basically, what that refers to is there's a treasure ranking in this game. Similar to Final Fantasy V, where you could find out what percentage of treasures you'd collected in the game. In this game, there's a treasure ranking system, and you get higher ranks by finding treasures, just laying around, opening treasure chests, as well as a couple of other things involving chocobos, which obviously we haven't even run into chocobos yet. So anyway, that we won't be going over that until quite a bit later. Go back and follow this guy into the steeple, and if we go in here, we are introduced eventually. It's dangerous, so I have to go first, and boom! That's a falling Moogle. Moogles are awesome. And this is the original. This is, well, I guess the original was Mog, wasn't it? But anyway, this one's Kubo, which is like the original one in this game, the first one you meet. And he's got a Moogle diary, which is the save points of this game. And it's an interesting way to go about the save points in this game. They're actually more interactive. And this guy's gonna go up, 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 up. There we go. And now he's gonna yell at me. And we encounter Stiltskin. Stiltskin is an interesting character. He's going to go leave on a quest. And yeah, he'll write, blah, blah, blah. What's going to happen with Stiltskin is he's going to travel around the world as we do and offer us items to buy at, buy 3 items for a certain price that's usually a hell of a lot cheaper than it would to buy them in a normal store. And you want to make sure you buy every set of items that he gives you, because it will open up a really, really useful item that you'll want to use even against the final boss at the end of the game. And he's gonna bitch at us again, whatever. If you talk to the Moogle, it'll open up this option, Mognet. If you click Mognet, he'll tell you about it. It's a mail delivery system. And yes, they can send letters. It's been sporadic lately. So he wants us to help. So say sure, and you'll get letters. And the idea with this is every time you find a Moogle, you'll want to go and check Mognet and see what options there are. So here, we're going to make a save file here. And... No! Get that stuff off screen since it doesn't need to be there. I don't want to ruin too many characters. Anyway, make a new save file. And we are a question mark dude. And we've been playing for half an hour. Whoop-dee. And here we get to the point where I don't know how I'm going to cheese my way through this, so I'm just going to tell you. As time goes by, well, I guess we can explain how we're going to do the roof thing first and introduce the characters. This character is afraid of heights, so we're going to walk across this thing and There we go. Running out of time. Let's go. And Come on. He assures us we're not going to fall, so what's that mean? Ah! There we go. What an asshole. This guy is quite stuck up, and later on you'll understand why. If you go over here, you can find some gil in somebody's chimney. And I don't think I can get over there doing that, so yeah. Don't even know my name. And finally we have a name. Vivi! Vivi is a really cool character. And as his... yeah, this kid's name is Puck. And as you can tell from this guy's portrait, he really has that sad feeling to him. And since I was able to steal this earlier, might as well give him a wrist. Might as well. Anyway. We'll go over equiption stuff later. Ah, that's the wrong way. Go this way. Go down here. Go over this way. Go over this way. Nope. Go up this way. Stop that. And there's some more gil in here we want to pick up. There is one roof where I think somebody gets mad at you for running on the roof. And go over this way. No. Where am I going here? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm lost on rooftops. I think it's this one. Yeah, so if you go over here, go up. There it is. There we go. And some more gil, which we will need. Gil is very important in this game. Unlike like Final Fantasy VIII, you don't need money at all. Final Fantasy VII, after you master an all materia, you no longer need money until like the very end of the game when you're training your chocobos, but that's pretty much it. But anyway, if we go on here, we finally get over to where we're going inside the castle. And now we cut away from these guys and cut back to... well, we cut to cinematic first. Okay, that's fun. One of the reasons why this game wasn't really my favorite when I first played it, and why it's taken me a while to get used to it, is even though I was never really a graphics whore, the animation style for this game is just so anime. And Jesus Christ, don't throw that at me. That is frightening. And that is jailbait. I'll hold my tongue. Anyway, this is kind of cool. I'll be quiet for that. There we go. The opening to the play, which we're going to see. And this guy's really proud of himself, except the princess is still unhappy, and it's her birthday. So yeah, I'm not sure if they mentioned that. It's her 16th birthday today. She turned 16, and this is the celebration that they've planned for her. Bring in this play, which is one of her favorites. And the dialogue's going to advance on its own at this point, so... ladies and gentlemen, I think it advances on its own. Oh no, I guess I have to press a button. And you can kind of follow along with the story that happens here. We have Cornelia, which that's a reference to Final Fantasy I if you didn't know. Click the button, thank you. And King Leo, which is a reference to Final Fantasy VI. Marcus, I don't think is a reference to anything, but it could be. Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary. The music for this game is so much more emotive now. The dialogue is advancing on its own, so I can't slow it down. Keep up, or pause. But even for, like, this is a play. This song is meant for this play. And I think it's used maybe once or twice in other situations, but like it's so over the top and epic, and it really underlines the way the music goes in this game. It's really emotive. There's a lot of emotion in the music for this game. And I know that that's, you know, kind of an obvious statement, music in Final Fantasy games has always been very emotive, thanks to Nobuo Uematsu, who is one of the best composers of all time. And he's definitely one of the more varied composers. Like, as time has progressed, he's changed substantially his style, and he's easily able to adapt a certain effect. Yeah, we've got special effects in this game, or in this battle anyway. And it's like Meteor, and it doesn't do any damage because it's a special effect. But anyway, Uematsu has really kind of changed his style over the years, and now that he's no longer with the company, he's doing whatever else he's doing, I don't know. And now we'll be able to attack these guys. So you can use Pyro, which I think is like mini flare, or just a pouring fire spell, whatever. Only can do damage with normal attacks, and everyone dies after 1 or 2 hits. And there we go. Polly. I think this is a holy knockoff. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a holy knockoff, though it looks more like the muddle or confuse spell. Whatever. Yeah, the music definitely has such a great atmosphere to it, especially in this game, you know. Yasunori Mitsuda, who's done the music for part of the Xeno series, Xenogears and Xenosaga, part of the Shadow Heart series, and for the Chrono series, definitely, I think his music is more emotive than Uematsu's, but Uematsu does a great job of just creating a mood. It doesn't have to be over the top extremely good, but it definitely is there, and it sets the mood perfectly for what's going to happen. But enough about the music for now. I'm going to riff on that multiple times throughout the game just because I love the music so much, and music is very important to me. But this here is known as the dueling sequence, and in order to do this one, basically it's a game of Simon. Expect no quarter from me. And basically what's going to happen here is, you know, you follow his lead. I have done this way too many times. I've done this dozens of times. I've never been able to get more than 99 out of 100. If you get 100 out of 100, you get a different reward. If you get a certain amount, you get a certain reward later on in the game, which is like in the next 30 minutes or something like that. But I really want to get the highest honor in this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this little mini game on screen here, and then I'll probably show a little clip from me using the other emulator, which has a graph. I have another emulator that has a graphical patch, so everything looks a little different, but it also has a slowdown feature. So I'm going to use the slowdown feature in order to make sure that I can get 100 out of 100 so I can get the item that I'm looking for. The other part of that is after the duel's over, you will get showered with gil from the fans, and anything below 100 you get like around 1,000, maybe probably not any more than 1,000 gil, but if you get 100 you get 10,000 gil right off the hop, and you really do need the money. It's not absolutely necessary, but it'll make my job a lot easier. And since I'm normally one who buys way more than he needs, especially in this game with synthesizing, which we'll go over much later, you need to have a lot of items, and you need to have a lot of equipment and a lot of money. So in order to account for that and not do too much grinding, because a lot of the time I do too much grinding so I can get more money, I think I'm just going to, you know, we'll show off this one, and then we'll show off the other one, maybe in the next video, I don't know. Anyway, let's see how well I can do this while I'm trying to talk over it, which may end up being a failure, who knows. That one, that one, that one, that one, circle, back, X. Okay. Yeah, probably already. I haven't screwed any of these up yet, but it all comes down to the timing, how fast you enter in your commands, which is probably why I've never gotten 100, because usually when you press... Ah, bugger, screwed that one up. Damn. Normally when you move over, it takes a longer period of time for the... oh, what is it? The thing to appear. Yeah, see, I only got 80 that time. Yeah, she was not impressed. They demand an encore. I'm not going to do this on this one. Like I said, I'm going to use the other emulator, and I'll probably cut to that right now. I don't know. You may not even want to see it, me doing this entire scene in slow-mo. It's basically at half FPS, so at 30 instead of 60, like the game normally plays at. But anyway, for now, I'll just say no. They shower me with a small amount of gil, and I will... be back. So either I inserted the other footage or I didn't, I don't know. Either way, Zidane's pissed off because this thing stinks, and they beat up some guards and stole their armor. And Blank's gonna bitch and moan over and over and over. Yeah, it gets kind of tedious. So yeah, we can move on now. He's still got the package, and that is an Oglob. And I don't know what exactly an Oglob is. Anyway, our plan is to use a sleep potion in the garnet in the princess's teacup. And yeah, we've already used it on the guards that we beat up. But if we go over here, which we have no choice on, it sends us there automatically. So according to our recon, we need to go upstairs. And yeah, you can read this. I'm not going to read the dialogue because I find it annoying when people do that. Can I go back here? Perfect. If we go back here, now where is it? There is an item here. Where'd it go? There is an item here. I know there's an item here. I may have to wait until later in order to access it, because they may be in the way or something. Anyway, we'll do that later on when we get another character to run through here, which will happen very soon. Hurry, we gotta go upstairs. Can't really go anywhere else, so there's no point. And if you recognize the outfit of this girl from Final Fantasy 1, she looks a lot like a white mage, which is kind of cool. Let's examine her face. And if you can't tell, Zidane is a player. Not a very good one, but he's definitely a funny character to watch progress. His character is definitely interesting and far more realistic than the previous two installments of the Final Fantasy series. You know, Cloud is basically a bipolar spazoid or something. I don't know. You know, he doesn't care about anyone at the start of the game, and then he does, and then he doesn't, and then he does, and it's just, nah, too much bullshit. And we're still trying to put moves on her. Squall, on the other hand, is just more emo than anyone could ever really be. And he's interrupting us, and she's running away. And we just let the princess run away from us. That's, yeah, we're already failing. First mission of the game, fail. Anyway, oh, not these guys. No. Just a sec. Sorry about that. These guys are Zorn and Thorn. And they speak in unison, and they reverse each other's words, and sometimes they speak in Yoda-ese, and, you know, we are in trouble. Trouble we are in. Like, really? Some people really like these guys. I think they have an awesome theme. They're definitely reminiscent of Palom and Porum from Final Fantasy IV. And these guys are just really here for comic relief, especially early on. They have another purpose later, but we'll get into that later. And they're going to warn the queen that the princess has run away or is missing, or I'm not sure what they know. I skim over dialogue too much. Whatever. And there we go. And now we're going to meet the guards. The captain of the Knights of Pluto, that big bugger. And here's Beatrix. And they're going to go over here and try and get through Beatrix, since the captain of the Knights of Pluto will not let them past. And we see a tension between these two captains. Or, well, technically Beatrix is a general, but we can already see the tension building between those two characters, which is interesting. She is in danger. Okay, that's all we know. That's good. And they have a stupid salute, which is the same as the thieves, which makes no sense. Yes. Run off with the royal pendant. Yeah, there you go. General Beatrix. Captain, yeah, we get to name him, which means, guess what? He's ours. Yay! Captain Steiner. Go find the princess. Alright. Come on. Knights of Pluto, assemble! Yeah. Yeah, we can see where this is going. There's going to be a lot of comic relief to set up a bunch of the characters. They're not always going to be comic relief, but this guy will spend a decent amount of the first part of the game being comic relief. Eventually, he grows beyond that. It's one thing they do about this game. It doesn't take itself too seriously, but when it does take itself seriously, it's as serious as it needs to be. And the characters spend a lot of time bickering back and forth. But it seems to give them better unity by the end of the game, since a lot of the characters have... Go this way. A lot of the characters just don't... Their personalities clash at the start. Check this. That's not the item, but... Yeah, there's the Knights of Pluto register. Steiner, Blutzen, Kohl... Yeah, I'm not going to try and pronounce all those. I think it's German or something, whatever. Anyway, there it is. This was probably there before, I just missed it. But anyway, if we go to here, you can check Mognet, and I'm not going to do anything. But anyway, at this point, I'm not going to save, but I will do a fancy fade thing, and I will be back after I get the... How much time's on this video? Yeah, it's time to cut the video anyway. But I'll be back after I record the other fight scene, the other dueling scene, and next time we will start off here. So that's all for this episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX, and I'll see you guys next time.